help me finding out the performance of BBI students over the last 5 years in RJ College. How did I arrive at this 15 into 65? Her year may, if you see, I mean 3 years are there, correct? Every year. 2019-20 में first year, second year, third year था. 2020-21 में first year, second year, third year था, right? So that way I had 15 classes. हर class में assuming there are 65 students, ठीक है? So 65 के हिसाब से there are about 975 students. तो आपने क्या किया? You decided, I only asked you to give me a performance report. तो आपने क्या किया? You classified them under different years, FY, SY, TY. Maybe you even classify it as male and female. And then you are going to classify them based on the year. And what you will do, this is all your idea. Like for example, आपने क्या किया? You're going to compare it with, say, her class say you're going to take 10 each, right? 10 boys, 10 girls. Okay? So what will happen to that 975? Now it has come down to say 97, or I will say 100 and 200 students आता है approximately. ठीक है? Are you following? तो 200 का सैंपल का आपने परफॉर्मेंस बोथ एकेडमिक एंड ओवरऑल लिया है, राइट? सो नाउ व्हाट आई से, you are going to compare it. You are going to say most of the students were above average. Above average means all of them scored 60% and above. ठीक है? Are you following? 60% and above marks in their final exams. करके आपको लग रहा है with that basis when you see roughly go through the marks and all, आपको एक आइडिया आ जाता है सब लोग above 60% है, तो परफॉर्मेंस वाइज ऑल्सो इट शुड बी 60%, राइट? करके आपने निकाला है, right? And then you find out what actually is their performance. So you are going to test the hypothesis that they are going to be above 60%, be it girl or boy. So I will say gender has no relevance to their performance, supposing, ठीक है? Then you test the hypothesis. मतलब मन में आपको जो मानते हो ना कि the gender has no relevance, they have scored over 60% or they are all above average students. उसके हिसाब से आप टेस्टिंग करोगे. That particular statement which I mentally frame, students, all the students are above average student, ये बोला तो it means they all score over 60%. Are you following? That in mind and start working on. That is what we say. It's a hypothesis. What are the characteristics of a hypothesis? Whatever statement I make, I said gender has no significant association with the performance of student. Was it very clear that you had to see if boys did well or girls did well accordingly? So that is, it was clear. Was it clear to you? It has to be a very clear and a precise, मतलब एकदम brief में stated, but it has to communicate what you want to test. And if the hypothesis is relational, like gender and performance, it should be stating the relationship. I said, oh, students score above, students are all above average performers. That is one hypothesis. Gender has no relevance, so gender and performance were related, right? I say that gender has no connection with their performance, whether they are girls or boys, they are all above average students. That's what I mean to say. But precisely मैंने state किया. Hypothesis must be specific and I should be able to conduct more tests on it. Now, was the hypothesis very specific? Students were all above average, right? All the students have scored above 60%. And they should have, and the hypothesis can also be tested. Like you can test them on their income levels, family backgrounds, their socio-economic background. You can test them on the lecture attendance, right? And their performance. You can test them on gender. समझ में आ रहा है? And the way of explaining the hypothesis must be very simple. It should be understandable. That simplicity of the hypothesis is not related to its significance. Like for example, when I told you gender has no relevance to students' performance, was it clear to you? Did it fit into all the categories? Test. That is what I want to ask you. If it was a simple sentence which explained the relationship between two variables, which was specific, and it can be tested further also, and it was a relational hypothesis, basically relating gender to performance. Another way, students are above average students, right? Then what will happen? Then again, it is not a relational hypothesis, but I'm only stating it. They are all above average students. I'm going to test that. What are the sources of hypothesis? It should be resembling to a phenomenon. Their performance was the phenomenon here. Academic performance was the phenomenon here. So it was fitting an observation from the past studies. How you were observing from the past data. Last 5 years का बोला था FY, SY, TY. You saw that and how it is, right? And above average criteria आपने fix किया based on what is the present day status. Above average I classify based on their marks scored today, right? So today I say 60% is an average performance. So I say all the students have scored about 60%, right? And it could be from their competitors also. If competitors are doing well, let me do it. Let me check if it is. Scientific theories could be a source of hypothesis, like for example, socio-economic background, which is a social science theory. Students who are not able to afford tuitions, etc., may not perform well or may perform well because they have only source of study, they study hard, right? So these are all certain theories that have been observed. And then scientific theory, like see for example, COVID-19 has no relevance to people touching each other, right? It is a proven fact that if you even breathe the air that is being exhaled by a COVID-19 patient, you succumb to the infection, right? So this is a scientifically proven theory. You are trying to test it. So I will say that there is no, whether a person touches each other, it has no relevance to COVID-19 spreading. I will start testing this and then prove or disprove it, right? General patterns that influence the thinking process of the people, like they proved social distancing can help you stay away from COVID-19. Are you following? Am I clear here?
Yes, ma'am.
Now talking about the types of hypothesis or 6 forms of hypothesis. We have listed down the 6 types of hypothesis: simple, complex, directional, non-directional, null, associative, and causal hypothesis. Let's discuss these in detail. Now, when I show a simple hypothesis, it was a relationship between one dependent variable and an independent variable. Like I gave you, what is a dependent and an independent variable? Let's discuss that first before I go to the detail. Okay, I'll share my whiteboard for discussing that. So I say dependent independent variable are, supposing I say the example was gender and academic performance, right? So can I say just because he's a girl, she is performing well, which means performance depends on the gender. Are you following here? Performance depends on the gender हो जाता है. If I say like gender has no association on the academic performance of the student. मतलब I mean to say that girls or boys वो depend होता है उनके performance में. समझ में आ रहा है? Are you following?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
relating two things, right? Say gender and performance, right? So I will say performance is based on gender. बोल सकती हूँ? Performance here depends on the gender, which means गर्ल रहेगी तो अच्छा पढ़ेगी, बॉय रहेगा तो अच्छा नहीं पढ़ेगा, और वाइस वर्सा. Boys study well, girls don't study well. So performance all depends on the gender, right? So performance is a dependent variable, gender is the independent variable. Like for example, I would say demand, quantity demanded is equal to A plus price of X. Okay? Quantity demanded for a particular good X depends on the price. Now what is this A? Have you seen regression equation y is equal to bx? A plus bx? It simply talks about that. Quantity demanded जो है, A talks about the nature of the product. If it is going to be an essential product, minimum quantity तो आपको requirement होगा. So that minimum component is captured by the constant A here, right? A is a constant. A here is a constant. And P is a price. P जो है ना price. Are you following? Price का
Yes, ma'am.
again constant. 2 times the price का constant. And X talks about price of the variable. Price. Okay. Supposing I say I replace this quantity demanded QD. Let me make it as QD of X. See, रखती है ना, मतलब demand for X is equal to say 2 plus 3x. ठीक है? So now I'm going to say whatever value is the price, it is going to be, or I will say 2 plus 3x, 3 times x. Supposing it is a luxury good. Yeah, it is a good that is determining your status. So 2 plus whatever is the price of x, 3 times that you will be consuming. समझ में आ रहा है? So QD, quantity demanded of X, is going to be the dependent variable here. X can take any value because it is independent variable. Suppose X is equal to is 6. So what is the quantity demanded here? QD is equal to 2 plus 3 into 6. I would say is equal to 20 units, correct? Is equal to 2 plus 18. समझ में आ रहा है? Which means X is an independent variable, but QD of X depends on X. Are you following? Quantity of demand is determined by the price, which means quantity of demand is your dependent variable. X is the independent variable. X can take any value, but the demand will be influenced by the value of X. So when I ask you about this, one dependent variable tha and one independent variable, quantity demanded and price. Same way we spoke about gender and price. Are you following? I'm sorry, gender and performance. So I said performance of the students is influenced by their gender, depends on the gender. तो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? Gender was an independent variable, performance was dependent variable. Are you following? Now let's see the example here. If you eat more vegetables, you will lose weight faster, right? So vegetables is an independent variable while your weight loss is a dependent variable. Are you following? One dependent, one independent. Complex hypothesis जो है shows the relationship between two or more independent variables. Like for example, when I say when you eat, say for example, quantity demanded also depends upon price of the product and the tastes and preferences of the people, which we numerically measure based on their pattern. spending pattern on a product. ठीक है? So therefore, or say price of the product and income level of the consumer. ठीक है? Price of the product and income level of the consumer. So are there two independent variables and one dependent variable? Dependent variable हमेशा mostly one होता है. Independent variables can be any number. Are you following here? Now what is a directional hypothesis? Here the relationship between variables can also predict the nature. Like for example, quantity demanded depends negatively on the price. Like for example, another example, can I share my whiteboard again? Can I share my whiteboard again? Will it help you understand?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I know I'm switching between PPT and whiteboard, but because annotation makes makes it hang. Computer hang ho jata mera. So now when I say quantity demanded of X, right? Or quantity demanded of that particular product X depends on the A is the constant plus B Y. Y stands for income minus C P, right? So here I mean to say quantity demanded is going to depend on a constant. Minimum level to consume होना चाहिए. That is captured by the A part here. समझ में आया आपको? I did tell you this is the constant here. And number of times increase in income minus constant into how many times price, right? So positively related with Y, negatively related with price. So is that telling you the direction? As price moves up, QD will fall. As income moves up, QD will rise. Are you following? So this is a complex hypothesis because it is testing the relationship of a dependent variable with two independent variables, and then it is also giving you the direction in which they are going to move. This dependent variable and in this independent variables are positively related, whereas this and this are negatively related. Does that give you clarity? Directional hypothesis. You had no idea about gender and performance. You're only testing if gender has an influence on the performance of students. Okay? Is gender in any way, impacting, influencing the performance of students? So you are not clear about the direction in which they move. So you're just testing it. Are you following? Then later on you find out gender has an influence or not. अगर आपने relationship establish किया positive या negative later on होता है. Are you following all of you?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
See, I told you you're going to test a hypothesis or you're going to test performance of students का आपने data ले लिया. You consider 200 students for the study and you're going to segregate it. When you draw the table or when you're going to classify the data, you're going to classify it into years, class, gender. ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है? 1999 to और 5 years बोला था हमने, right? So I would say 2009 to 2010 to 2011, right? उसमें भी FY, SY, TY, मेल फीमेल, करेक्ट? आप एवरेज परफॉर्मेंस जैसे लेते हो, लाइक परसेंटेज मार्क्स को, ठीक है? सो नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू टेस्ट बिटवीन जेंडर्स. दो जेंडर का कंपैरिजन देखते हो, आपको लगता है अबव एवरेज आता है क्या? बॉयज का अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस आता है, गर्ल्स का अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस आता है, ये आप चेक करते हो. सो आई वुड से gender has no relationship. When I test the null hypothesis, I'll give a negative statement saying gender has no association with the performance of the student. मतलब gender में यहाँ पे classification तो हो गया है. So that is, which means they are not related. Whether it is positive, negative, I'm not bothered at this stage. I only say that gender will not determine their performance. Girls ho, boys ho. पढ़ाई डिटरमाइन करता है, इट इज़ नॉट गर्ल्स एंड बॉयज़ के बीच में, बराबर। मैंने ऐसे बोल दिया एंड आई स्टार्टेड वर्किंग ऑन द कैलकुलेशन, आई एम गोइंग टू सी व्हाट इज एक्चुअली हैपनिंग। पर वहाँ पे पता चला कि इफ दे आर गर्ल्स, they are going their performance over the 5 years is more, but if it is boys, they are not performing much. So therefore, is there a relationship established? But this is established later on. But when I start testing, I only test the relationship between them. Is there an association? So I will say there is no direction. Are you following? Are you
Yes,
following?
ma'am. Yes,
If I had said girls perform better than boys, right, and start working on the hypothesis, then I am making it directional. गर्ल्स का पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए परफॉर्मेंस के साथ, बॉयज़ का नेगेटिव होना चाहिए परफॉर्मेंस के साथ करके मैं चालू कर रही हूँ. बट व्हेन आई सेड जेंडर हैज नो एसोसिएशन, मतलब कनेक्टिविटी ही नहीं है, वेदर बॉय और गर्ल, आई फील देयर इज नो कनेक्शन बिटवीन देयर परफॉर्मेंस एंड जेंडर. So that is a non-directional hypothesis. Are you following, class?
yes, ma'am.
So not directional समझ में आया आप? Direction of the variables you are not able to identify, right? Now, null hypothesis is a negative statement that you are going to test. जो मुझे लगता है performance and students gender are not associated, I'm going to test that and find out actually is it related to the gender, right? I told you there is no relationship between dependent and independent variable. Gender has no significant association with the performance. There is no significant association between income level and consumption level. Opposite of this will be alternate hypothesis. Gender has a significant association between income and consumption level. Now, associative and causal hypothesis. Cause effect बोलते हो ना? When I told you, cause effect क्या था? Price rise and demand for X. You remember the example we spoke about? Demand, quantity demanded of the product depends on the price. QD equal to A plus PX. लिखा था, याद है आपको? So we are going to try and find out. Because of the price increase, has the quantity gone up or quantity gone down? That is called as causal hypothesis, like significant association between income and consumption level. Because has your income level influence the consumption? Your consumption ऊपर बढ़ा है because your income has gone up. So I'm going to test that. So we say the two variables association is tested, or the cause effect relationship here is tested. And opposite of this will be alternate hypothesis. Let me mention that also. I will exit this share mode and then mention that, right? Stop presenting. Exit. Okay. Types of hypothesis. I will make an addition to this alternate hypothesis. Alternate hypothesis here talks about is denoted by HA, which is actually just the opposite of your null hypothesis. Okay. A statement, positive statement, which says, okay, positive statement which says there is a relationship between the dependent and variable. Okay. Now the same example, we denote it as HA or H1. Some books call it H1, some books call it HA, etc. Right? This H naught ka opposite hai directly. So I will say that income has a significant association with consumption. Okay, इसका just opposite. This was a negative statement and this is going to be a positive statement. Are you following? Yes, no. Students, class.
Yes, ma'am.
Now can
Following.
I make this a directional hypothesis? जो आपको मैंने null alternate दिखाया था ना ये दो statement में, I will say that income level has, I mean, an increase in income level will increase the consumption level also. So is that a directional hypothesis that I have given you? Here I only gave you a non-directional hypothesis. आप relationship जान ही नहीं सकते. But I'm saying an increase in income level has an association with increase in consumption level of the consumer, which means there is a direction that is being shown. Both of them are moving in the positive direction. Associative or causal hypothesis establishes a cause and effect relationship between the variables, which means if income increases, consumption increases, or income is, consumption depends on the income. Consumption increase होने का cause है increase in the income. Are you following? Or effect in the increase in income causes your consumption level to go up. Are you following? Any doubts here?
No,
Any
ma'am,
doubt?
no doubt.
Sure.